You are not going to enjoy this game if you don't go through these settings. What is up, everybody? Woo! We're gonna get right into it, okay? So this right here, this right here is what you need to. So I know, guys, but once again, this is to help you as the gamer, as the player. Set your on-foot settings. Get the feeling. Set your on-foot settings. Get the feeling for them. You know, get the feeling with the guns that you got. Get the feeling with what you're gonna do. And then go over to your dead zones. Okay? Or set your controller tuning first. Do your controller tuning first and then set your on foot. What I did is I set my on foot to, you know, like I hopped in the game, moved around a little bit, then set my on foot to what I think would be cool. And then I went over to controller tuning and I set the controller tuning to what I normally know is my settings in a game. And then I went back into the game, moved around some, and then went back over to on foot and, you know, messed around with a little bit of those settings a little bit, you know. And pretty much that's what you're going to be doing throughout the first couple weeks of your gameplay. You're going to be hopping between controller tuning and on foot. Controller tuning, on foot. You know, sorry, I said couple weeks. Maybe the first week. I'm still controller tuning, you know, because I mean, like the sights, the sights and the settings, you know, as you go and as you get better and as your movements and as you get, you know, the mobility and the flicks and, you know, whatever and all that down, you're gonna be tuning in the whole time. But the main thing is controller tuning. The main thing is controller tuning and on foot are the first things you need to do in this game. Not, oh, I'm gonna hop into Conquest, see how it is. I'm on Battlefield 2042. Oh, I'm gonna hop in Hardline or Hazard Zone and see how cool it is. You know, oh, I'm gonna hop in Portal and go see how cool it is. No. You're gonna have a horrible experience. Horrible experience. You need to hop on here and you need to go. You need to go solo in the woods and find a tree or find a pole or find something, you know, that's standing still, and then you need to move around and get these controller settings set. Because if you do not, it's going to add to all the bummy hype that is going on about this game. So controller schemes and global are pretty simple. You go over to on foot. That's where you're going to be spending most of your time. If you hop on the game and you are already a part of the hype to where you've already listened, okay, I'm going to break this down. If you're someone that is a Battlefield player, if you're an OG Battlefield player, if you're on the side of not liking this game, if you were a part of the beta, if you were a part of the release and you were part of that, it's unfortunate, but you need to get out of the mindset of the game being quote unquote bad or unplayable or dead or anything like that. You know, the company's doing what they can. And once again, if you are a Battlefield player who is on the other side of, you know, hoping for the best, just enjoying a new Battlefield game, you know, getting over that little hump in the road and all that, and, you know, trying to put out your content and play or just play, and, you know, then kudos to you and keep having your fun, and the developers will have our backs. But if you are a new player, if you're someone who is just, you know, casual coming in, buying the game because it's on sale, you know, trying to get that battle pass grinded up and whatnot, and hopping in Conquest after work or after school or when you get some time away from the kids or away from mom or the parents or the girl or whatever, and you're hopping on, when you buy this game, you need to do what I have told you and what I'm about to tell you again. Go to a place on the map where nobody is, and go to a game mode where you have a lot of time, and you need to go through these on-foot settings, and you need to set these to whatever. I don't care if you're on console, I don't care if you're on keyboard and mouse. I don't care if you're playing with foot pedals. I don't care if you're using fucking tubes or something. You need to set these on foot controls, okay? You need to set these controller tuning controls, okay? You need to go through on these foot controls, and you need to go through every single thing, okay? And it might be, I'd say 90% of this is a setting that is 0 to 100, okay? 90% of this is a setting that is 0 to 100. So with these aims, with these zooms sensitivities, this is going to be your key, okay? Because once again, gamers, listen, everybody's mouse sensitivity is different. Everybody's controller sensitivity is different, okay? Everybody's dead zones on their controllers are different. Everybody's DPI on their mouses are different, okay? These settings, and mainly I'm talking to controller players here. You mouse and keyboard gods over there, you know, stay doing your thing. We'll keep spraying you down anyways. But anyways, for controller players, every controller is different. We all have different pressures. We all have different dead zones. We all have different flicks. We all have different mannerisms. Okay, so you're gonna need. Okay, listen. You are not going to enjoy this game if you don't go through these settings and maximize them. You're gonna spend hours probably, okay? You're gonna spend days, you're gonna spend weeks refining these. You're as you unlock your so like scopes, so like you unlock scopes on a gun, most likely those scopes are gonna be on every other gun. You're gonna be able to use them on every other gun, you know, those scopes. So for your first, when you hop on this game, for your first, you know, however many hours of playing the game, unlocking the different scopes, you're gonna be, you know, you start out with your, you know, you start out with your one time, so you know your no scope, so obviously you can do that, but then it's gonna take you time to get to these other sensitivities and these other zooms to be able to put these up. So you're gonna be to be able to refine these, you're gonna be like messing with these for a while, okay? So don't be disheartened if you hop on the game and it just feels weird, okay? Don't be like, okay, Battlefield sucks, all the hype was real, it's all bad, it's all, you know, it's just horrible, the game, they were right, you know, it's trash. You know, don't let a couple milliseconds of a boxy character in a cut screen for just a millisecond or two, or maybe when you're switching, you know, specialists and you see load in for a millisecond and be a boxy character, you know, or you see one little graphical error, or you see one review and it's like they hype up one little error, they take something from months ago from when it released and, you know, hype it up to say the game's up. Don't let it dishearten you, okay? Just don't let it dishearten you. Take the time with these on-foot controls. Take the time with the controller schemes, the global, but really take your time with these on-foot controls. And when I'm saying like load into the game, because you're gonna want to, you know, there's a lot of stuff on here. Like I said, you got vertical aim ratio, you got vertical zoom ratio, and look in that top right. Just pause the video and just read those real quick, okay? Just read those. I'm gonna set it on there for a second. Just read those. Just like the controller settings for these, like read the uniform. The controller settings are actually in depth, okay? They're actually in depth. Okay, I'm gonna go down for the zoom transition sensitivity smoothing. Okay, read that one. Pause the video and read that one. Like, and that's for advanced, okay? Sprint, you know, the sprinting is actually pretty dope. You can just go. You can move in this game. The getting over walls, mounting, you know, vaulting, that's what gets you killed. But if you're like, if you have the chance to, you know, like vaulting and stuff, I wouldn't incorporate that into your movement when you're trying to stay alive, you know, team deathmatch situation type deal. You know, close quarters, I would not vault. I would not be like, okay, I'm gonna vault outside this broken wall and then take a left and then vault back. That vault is going to hold you up, okay? That vault's going to hold you up. So, you know, stay on your feet and use cover that's, you know, for your feet. And the slide will get you around the corner pretty quick or whatever. There's your double tap sprint. Some people like that. Okay, let's go to these. These are some other good settings right here. Once again, 0 to 100 settings. 90, maybe 95% of these settings are 0 to 100 settings. Okay? So this is your on foot settings. Super in depth. Refine those. And I swear to you, it is going to make your experience on this game just a whole nother dimension. Whole nother category, okay? Whole nother category. Remember, everybody's controller is different. Be thankful that we still have people that are like be thankful that people like creators of Rick and Morty are making video games, you know, hopping into the industry, you know, because then it gives incentive to AAA titles to realize, whoa, we aren't invincible, you know, we gotta keep up with the consumer, you know. And if you're a true Battlefield player, I mean, you hop on this game, you were excited for the game. If you hop on this game and you see a little bit of release and see a little bit of glitchy problems and whatever in the beginning, yeah, we're going to complain. I complained. Check my Twitter feeds. I complained about the game on the beta when I played it. Complained about the release. I got my money back. A couple months later, first season come out, hopping on there. Hey, I'm having a great time on the game, loving it. Check out the content if you want. I mean, sheesh. But mainly, I want you to check out the content for yourself. I want you to load in the game. I want you to hop on them servers. And that person that just killed you was me. See you in the next one.